Yeah, folks, we got a buff to Archangel Horseman of Death in this week's over-the-air update, and I might be crazy, but I think this card is kind of nuts, and it's getting slept on super hard. We'll talk about it more in this video. I think maybe this just got lost in the shuffle of the Marvel Snap layoff news, which I frankly just don't have the energy to talk about. It's not a cop-out. I tweeted about it a little. I might respond to some comments if people leave their thoughts. Basically, I think a relatively small number of people got laid off from the Marvel Snap team. I don't know what that means as far as long-term impact. Ben Brode released a statement saying, like they're still committed to the game and the roadmap they released is still true and all that stuff. So like, I honestly do think it's probably fine, but it's also not a great sign. You want teams to be growing to support your game, not shrinking. So I don't know, man. It's just too much stress and worry for me to even really break it down and think about it too much. So anyway, like that has certainly been a distraction this week. But here's the deal, right? Archangel Horseman of Death is now a 2/4 at a base that resurrects a card with +5 power. So that is already a 2/9, which is like pretty great. That's competing with the big 2-drops, the Chambers, the Moondragons, right? That's way above your expectation for a base stat line on a 2-drop, but it's not actually a 2/9 because it's resurrecting that card, which means you're also getting the power from that card. And in this deck in particular today, sometimes that means you're getting 6 power from a Nimrod. You're getting 10 plus power from a giant Venom on top of that. I think one game I calculated that my Archangel Horseman of Death was basically worth 24 total points, which is just absolutely obscene for a 2-drop. Like it's crazy. Now this deck is built specifically to take advantage of his resurrect pool being really narrowed so that things like Wolverine, X-23, and Headpool don't go into the resurrect pool. They're not part of your destroy deck. When you kind of click your hero portrait and see what's been destroyed, they don't go in there because they resurrect themselves. So that isolates your targets to potentially a Nimrod. Nimrod does go in there. He's not resurrected. They are copies. They don't count as being pulled out of the pool. So you can res a Nimrod. You can destroy a big Venom with like a Kid Omega and resurrect your big Venom, which actually did really feel like the way to go here most of the time for me with Archangel, because sometimes that resurrected Venom can also, eat a Wolverine or a Nimrod or whatever and get you an extra layer of power. So I just kind of threw this deck together. Honestly, didn't think about it too much. Even ran some like somewhat atypical cards here with stuff like Zombie Captain Marvel. I started off with an 8-1 run, and I thought, my God, this is the greatest deck ever made. And honestly, I don't even play this well. Like it's surprisingly difficult to line things up here for your Archangel, getting the right number of destroys at the right time, getting the right number of board spaces available for stuff like Nimrods because they're copying everywhere, and Wolverines and X-23s are moving around. Like, surprisingly complicated deck to pilot, which you're going to notice in the video a few times I screw up, and I'm just going to leave those in because it's like too much work to settle all that. Hide my failures, right? You guys know I can't hide it. So you'll see, like, it's kind of hard to pilot this one in a lot of ways. Now, I didn't finish with an 8-1 run. I finished at 14-9. So things did definitely even out for me a little bit, but that's still really, really promising. And I think two things. I think you could play this better than I did, number one, and probably turn that into like 16-7. I think a couple of games I lost because I played bad. Number two, I think this deck can be improved. I think you could probably tweak this to just make it better. So to me, it feels like there's some real potential here because this card puts out just so many points. It's just bonuses on bonuses for a deck like this. And like, you don't need it either. Like the Nimrod stuff in this deck is also still just really good. So I don't know what the right balance is on destroys and resurrects. I thought about like Deathlock a lot sometimes. I wondered if you still wanted a buffer for your Nimrod, like a Shuri or something in here. But I honestly did not hate Zombie Captain Marvel either. She felt pretty cool. So all in all, I don't really know exactly where to go with this card, but I feel like it's being slept on. I feel like it has a lot of promise, and it's way bigger than people realize as far as points are concerned. So this looks kind of nuts to me. I think we will find a moment eventually where this card is like, oh my God, what were we doing sleeping on this? This is crazy. You're going to see some glimpses of that in this video. All right, definitely can go Headpool early. I don't even really care if we steal the Aunt May's from... Oh, I don't have Deadpool. Yeah, I had Deadpool initially in this deck, but then I took him out because I was like, why are we really playing Deadpool here? We don't need him. I think the ability to eat multiple of your non-resurrectables is really the goal. Losing the Kid Omega, not my favorite. We are like kind of okay at filling Sanctum, but I don't think that's what we want to do right now. Right now I feel like I need a destroyer. Man, we have so many in this deck. I even kind of included extra, right? Fastball Special, Zombie Giant Man on top of the Venom Carnage. I also definitely debated Deathlock as well, but went for Adamantium Infusion as kind of a secondary win condition of sorts, right? So currently we have like 2 cards, of course, that would be getting destroyed. You could just Fastball Special now, hit the Sabretooth, pull it back in. That would leave me without a lot of ways to destroy my Nimrods later, but you would have at least Venom. Sadly, we have priority, so this Fastball Special wouldn't be doing anything. Maybe you just go Carnage now then, and Fastball Special next turn, right? Like, I don't know why I need to get that order the other way around. Of course, we wish Sabretooth are coming back to hand first for this head pull buff, but no biggie. Ultimately fine here. I will need a... Shoot, I didn't get another destroyer, so I can't actually activate Archangel until after. Yeah, that's not perfect. So I guess actually here, yeah, I think you just have to do this, right? I think you just go, yeah, I think you just go like this. Put the Nimrod in next turn, eat with Zombie Captain Marvel. She can't really move to a location we're losing, but that might not be a problem. X23 would be cool. But this is fine, yeah. Basically saying I'm getting some points right. We're going to have points left thanks to Nimrod. This works out okay. This all went... Oh! Now that gives us some potential extra spice, too. Now I really wish Sabretooth was mid. X23 is pretty chill, too, though. So we won't move the Zombie Captain Marvel, but like we said, who cares? This puts Nimrod in your Archangel, so that's good, and only Nimrod as we want. That's the whole point, right? You get a big Nimrod. You might lock yourself out right here with X23 and Nimrod. That would be a little bit annoying, but not perhaps the end of the world, just because you need quite a bit of points there, I guess, right? Hopefully X23 doesn't go right, though. Nice, okay, that's good news. This also makes a Nimrod destroy left even better as well. Because we'll hit that big Nimrod here. It's gonna be 12 power. Nice, yes, all coming together, team. Dang, dude, oh my god, dang, dog. Yeah, I mean, I think this is good enough, right? This gives you 12. You're gonna get a 24 here as well. Left is like the weakest spot, unfortunately, but all pretty good anyway. I think, you know, we know that we have space mid now thanks to the new Adamantium Infusion. This should work out fine. Used to, this wouldn't have given us a card, but here we get a 24 power Nimrod. How good could Wong be here to beat 50 to 16? There's no way. Even old school Wongs, now the newly nerfed Wong, well, they don't have multiple copies anyway, but you know what I mean. Like Cosmo does not matter. Yeah, nice, dude. The Limbo maybe saved this game. We were like technically gonna do stuff anyway, right? But Limbo just gave us more time to get even greedier. This is why, like, there's so many people on videos who say you should put Magic in this deck, you get more points, and it's like, yes, of course. Magic lets every deck theoretically get more points unless they run out of space first, right? But it's a symmetrical effect. I think so many people forget that. It's like, if you have that extra turn, you have to be able to do more with it than your opponent, right? It has to be so strong for you that you outpace your opponent, and some decks just don't have that capacity. Like, you know, their deck, although theoretically of course had a really big play here on the final turn, did not outpace mine, right? Like, mine just had way more point potential, so you got to be really careful. By the way, Archangel did great work here, dude. Like, just a ridiculous number of extra points, right? It's crazy. Am I nuts to think this card is really good? I just got a 12 power Nimrod, which means I really got 2 12 power Nimrods. That I then also turned into a 24 power Nimrod. I don't know how many of these points you actually want to attribute to exactly Archangel, but there's at least 15 showing on board, right? And then another 4. So he was kind of a 219 here, right? And that, oh, actually also another -5 here. So he was a 224. A 224 is crazy. Ooh, Archangel Bar Sinister. Not good. Let's be clear. Really bad. Oh, Echo getting a head start there kind of sucks. Let's go Kid Omega first, I guess. I gotta think a lot about Bar Sinister weirdness. Adamantium Infusion doesn't really work there because it's pulled out of the res pool, right? Once it's gone, it's not there anymore, so you can't do that. They hit their Abby, no surprise. Echo Psylocke, is this like C2 deck? Is this, I don't know. Do we Kid Omega Wolverine? I don't think so. Might scare them away here, right, though. Zombie Captain Marvel's cool, but I'm just not there on the Archangel yet, right? When I started this run, I felt like I was hitting the Archangel super consistently, but as I play more and more, I am finding some games where I feel like I'm just not really hitting the Archangel as much as I want. So I don't know, that's just two sides of the variance, but is it a bigger problem, you know, sign of a bigger problem? What was this? I kind of missed it. Psylocke. Okay, am I high? Like, what's happening? Okay, I gotta stop and think for a second because I do not know what's happening right now. Why is that Psylocke? Man, you really want to play Zombie Captain Marvel, but you just do this and like eat the other ones, I guess? I don't know, man. I don't know. That puts a bunch of Zombie Captain Marvels in your Archangel, but that's not a disaster, I guess. Why is that a Psylocke? Am I losing my mind? What am I forgetting? Why would there be a second Psylocke in the deck? I'm just so confused. Iron Lad. Ability, copy the text of your deck's top card. Psylocke. They already played a Psylocke. Okay, I'm losing my mind. I don't know why there's two. I'm so confused right now. I'm not gonna lie to you. I am just so confused right now. So this is gonna move right. Kid Omega can then grab the stats from Venom, and then Archangel has a chance. Dude, you really want to play right, by the way. Like, I don't think I like this. This can then maybe pull the Venom, maybe pulls a Zombie Captain Marvel. This leaves you no points right, though. Like, you got to have some points right if you do that. Dog, I am so confused right now that I'm losing my mind. I can't concentrate on the game anymore because, oh yeah, we have Zombie Captain Marvel points right. I don't know if I think I definitely did need my guy mid here, by the way. I'm so... Well, this makes your Kid Omega crazy big mid though too. If you do get the Venom here or the other Captain Marvel, you have plenty of points right anyway, but you might get a low roll normal Captain Marvel, right? Yeah, we got a low roll normal Captain Marvel, so we lose. I'm so confused, guys. I played this game terribly because I don't know why. Also, that was not the final turn. I thought that was the final turn, guys. Not gonna lie to you. Thought that was the final turn. It wasn't. Good to know. Adamantium Infusion, by the way, does now have a lot of stuff in the pool, including a big Venom. That could win you that now. But still kind of close. Dude, I'm so... Bro, I have lost all... I've just lost my mind right now, dude. I don't know... What the heck? I'm so confused, dude. What? How is the Psylocke in the deck if it's in play?
Are ye worthy?
What am I forgetting? I feel like I'm losing my mind. Why is the Psylocke in the deck? I don't understand. I also thought that was like this whole game. My brain turned off because I'm trying to figure this out. What am I missing? They played this naturally on turn 2. The locations have no impact on it, right? First to put exactly 2 cards here, draws a card. That doesn't do anything. It's just so confused. Maybe I need to watch back and see the animation. Maybe Editor Regis will save me here because I have no idea. I have no idea. I hate the way I played this game, by the way, but I just, my brain has been focused on this the whole time. Kid Omega. Kid Omega Nimrod, always something to work with here. Want to find Archangel? Yes. Whoa, action figure Sunspot looks terrible. Hate it. I love action figures. Hate the way these look. Oh, I just hate it. I don't know why they didn't use real action figure photography instead of these stupid press shots from Hasbro that are garbage, poorly posed, you know, fake backgrounds, terrible lighting. Like the lighting doesn't even match the background. Just awful. Just terrible. Makes me so sad. Okay, yeah, Zombie Captain Marvel into Nimrod is decent, right? You also got the Kid Omega option, so you can Kid Omega the Nimrod, then send it over to Zombie Captain Marvel, and then make her go off. This is lining up for a pretty good turn 6 Archangel, but not turn 5 Archangel, right? Don't see how. Actually, yeah, it's gonna be a turn 6 unless, no, Wolverine can't double tap. No, it's gonna be a turn 6 Archangel. I mean, you can't really pull, well, you could force him now, but you wouldn't really have anything you wanted because you want the Nimrod, obviously. So we'll send the Nimrod over. We'll eat him twice with the Zombie Captain Marvel, or do we wait on the Zombie Captain Marvel? You might wait. You got Nimrod. Only thing is, I kind of want to see where the Wolverine rolls because you get choices, you know? Like your turn 6 is almost always these 3 guys. I think you kind of need to know where it's going and where Captain Marvel is too, right? There's like too many variables otherwise. I think things get shaky. So we're gonna have a big Nimrod in the pool. We of course can't though copy that big Nimrod this way because he won't be going up till the end. So you can't like Carnage it or whatever. It's just gonna be, you know, a big 11 power Nimrod is the goal. Or you could, you know, do like a Zombie Captain Marvel instead if you wanted as well, I guess. So then it's just like a spacing question, right? You go like Carnage. That sends another Nimrod here, another Nimrod here. Unless Wolverine rolls, you'd be fine on the Archangel. Actually, a decent chance Wolverine does, though, roll right and screw your Archangel here, but I guess that's a risk you're willing to take. I don't know. One bad thing is we're kind of weak at Baxter building, which is the one spot we sort of want to be strong. Unless Wolverine rolls there, because you're sending one more Nimrod back, I guess. You could do this into this, but then you know your Archangel's turned off because you're getting 2 Nimrods here. I guess you could put the Archangel in behind this. That actually might work out, yeah. This could work, I guess. This is like a little bit better spacing-wise, I think. Because, you know, you're like creating space left for the hits mid. I think this is definitely the way to go. I think it's just, are you big enough question now, which I think we're going to be really pretty good mid, really good right. Prodigy Cyclops seems very weak. Abomination is very weak. Yeah, this is great. This is kind of beautiful, man. We're actually not as strong left as I'd like to be, but it didn't matter. Even if we lost the 4, we were going to be up 19-4 and, you know, 28-17. Yeah, we definitely found the line there. This is good. This is really nice. Like, bro, look at this. This card was just 15 points. Ignore Scorpion, right? It's just a 15-point card. It's just free. The Nimrod's just free. It's not just the +5, right? Like the Nimrod, we were doing it anyway. Anytime you have the points anyway, it's just a free. It's just 11 extra. It's just a 215. All right, definitely don't want to hide any of these behind Dark Dimension yet. Can't put an Archangel there either. It's got to be right. Got to be open, visible. Is Headpool Fastball Special a play? No. Is Kid Omega ×2 a play? Maybe, yeah. Even if you have to eat the other one right, you're not like that heartbroken. But if it goes left, you know, that gives you some options. Do you Kid Omega the Sabertooths? Boy, I really hate Wakanda. Archangel. Wakanda, like, it's so hard to operate here. Left and right both screw you on destroys, right? It's really, really hard to operate here. Thankfully, we denied at least one Viv. That one's gonna be tough to beat, though. You can only do one Kid Omega at a time, and I think I'm just gonna do it just to like do it. There's gonna be a second Sabretooth out though, but you can't do it right because then it won't work. So I guess we're just gonna get another Sabretooth here and see what happens. Hopefully it goes left to deny that Viv. Mother Ascani as well for the opponent. Nice, it went left. Okay, I dig it. I dig it. Viv locking them up right, but I need... Honestly, don't you just do this? You again could get locked out right, but maybe you don't really care. And maybe you just destroy your Venom, actually. Like, yeah, you lose that Archangel, but you technically still have that one. Fastball Special could also just kind of chill over here. Like, this Archangel is going to go off, and it's going to res the Venom. Which, again, won't do anything, but you don't care. It's a big Venom. I mean, does this actually, if Venom goes right, I guess you won't res the Venom because, oh no, either way, I guess Sabretooth is filling you out, so you never res the Venom because you're just gonna have a full spot, right? Well, no, you'll just get 2 Venoms actually. This is kind of perfect. No, the Sabretooth going there was dreamy actually. That's exactly what we wanted. This is actually perfect. Now you get a crazy... Oh no, I forgot we're putting another Archangel in the pool. Oh no! Normally we don't do that, right? It was also a Kid Omega in the pool, I guess, too. Yeah, oh god, oh man. Well, I mean, that's not really a problem either though, right? That means we have a really good... That means we have an insane Venom hit here as well. No, we're fine. Like, we're totally fine. The Vivs moved, but they didn't get any, but we're totally fine. This is not what I planned, which has happened about 17 times playing this deck, but it's all good. It's just like, the floor on this card is good. It's 13 points. Like, I just think I'm taking crazy pills with this card because it seems so good to me. Like, it just seems so good, and it's just not anywhere. No one talks about it. I thought it was good beforehand. I'm so good. I'm so mad I've gone blurry. I just feel like it's a good card and no one seems to talk about it or think about it. I don't know. I'm just, the whole intro is going to be me ranting about this card, I think, because it seems so nuts. Actually, what am I doing? This order is very wrong. I don't know why I'm doing this. I mean, I guess Sabretooth can go after to play around like Shadow King or something, but Wolverine needs to go first. I mean, I guess Shadow King wouldn't change anything, but you get the idea. I think honestly it's gonna be so hard for them to win right and left. I don't even know if this Venom matters. Is the crazy thing. It may not even be relevant. Captain Carter is very strong. Sebastian Shaw is very strong. Brood is kind of tiny. I might have played that Brood before the Shaw just to make sure Shaw didn't like lose a spot there, you know. But thankfully it looks like we're chilling. Dude, closer than I thought though. Dang, way closer than I thought. Right, oh my god, actually Carter was so strong. If the Shaw had rolled here, I guess we would have lost. Maybe we would have won right though, because they wouldn't have a Shaw here, they wouldn't have anything here, right? So maybe we would have been fine left, mid and left. I mean, that was 17 points extra there. Hey, Kamar-Taj can do some cool stuff with Carnage, although that can tick up your Archangel in a weird way sometimes too. Need to be careful with that. Headpool, I don't think you ever go Carnage on 2, do you? Space Throne's very bad for us, actually. Archangel is fine for now. Zombie Captain Marvel, also a decent setup. She might move mid, but that also might not be a bad thing. Adamantium Infusion could definitely be bigger for us, but positioning wise, it's kind of weird because like if you're using Nimrod and stuff, he's gonna clog that out anyway, so. Yeah, I guess in theory, I don't mind Venom being destroyed and pulling back off the Archangel, right? Because that at least locks in your stats. So you go Venom, eats the Headpool, you play Zombie Captain Marvel on 4, you play like Headpool something on 5, hopefully like a Sabretooth. would be the dream, but even like a Kid Omega, I would just throw in the pool maybe. I don't know. Venom getting destroyed also makes Adamantium Infusion interesting. So there's that conversation with Space Throne, like that or Archangel are both options. Could also like destroy your zombie Captain Marvel with like a fastball special and put her in the pool too. Definitely a few choices here. Yeah, this is not really a Nimrod game like we said, right? It just doesn't make sense to be a Nimrod game. Turn 5, so we can still play Kid Omega and Head Pool. That would complete the Archangel. That would resummon the Venom right. Venom right will actually also eat the Archangel, which at least gives you some body for Adamantium Infusion. It's probably not your favorite body, but... Oh! God, that sucks! Wow, that really, really sucks. What was this card? Why can't I click this? What's happening? What was that? Sword Master. Oh, okay. God dang, that sucks, dude. So yeah, I don't see any way to win, right? Like that just sucks. Wins with Tomb Space Throne. I feel like locations are kind of screwing me a little bit today. This deck's like, it was surprisingly susceptible to that just because of like weird spacing requirements with Nimrod and like destroys wanting to be in certain spots and stuff, you know? I didn't expect it to be so susceptible, but it has really felt that way. Okay, she did not move. Why didn't she move right? Move to a location you're losing. Why didn't she move right? The whole thing had already revealed, right? It doesn't say move if you would be winning. Oh, maybe she tried to move mid, but she couldn't or something. Maybe that's what it was. Maybe she like checked first. So we currently don't have anything in the destroy pool, but Carnage could put a card in the destroy pool. It can't put 2 cards in the destroy pool and Adamantium Infusion though. I just don't really see... Like, and Archangel also, you know, putting a card in the destroy pool too. Like, this doesn't make any sense to me, right? Like, this puts something in the Archangel, you get either a Nimrod or a Zombie Captain Marvel, but you don't really expect to ever win left like this. There's just no way. Just no way the points get there. This is just disaster status all across the board. All right, Marrow is actually just totally fine for us. Well, yes and no, I guess, actually. She is a good body, but she does go in the pool for your Archangel. So if you want to commit to her as opposed to... yeah, I mean, if you want to commit, like, you know, we don't have a Nimrod yet, so do we just commit to the Marrow is the question, right? I don't know. Maybe. Maybe. If you get a Nimrod, you might regret this. Oh, that's a way to find a Nimrod, isn't it? Carnage here, yeah, sure. Only buffing 2 guys in hand with Head Pool, unfortunately. Marrow is hilariously gonna just dump on this Wild Child, though, which is really funny. Screw you in particular, Wild Child. So that's 2 cards to your Archangel. Obviously, we can put the Head Pool back in. Currently, we're resurrecting Marrow, so destroying that again would still be worth a lot of points. Here's their Marrow. Okay. I do want to get strong at Asgard. 6 points strong enough? It might be, actually, but Phantomax is pretty common, honestly. So part of you wants to do like this. Oh, that's still just 6 points. Nah. Yeah, I guess on that logic, you should probably just do this. This puts you at 3 out of 4 on the Archangel. You have Fastball Special and or Kid Omega. Oh, they don't go right at all. Okay, this might mean we get a Nimrod, which does, again, give me maybe a 50-50 in the Archangel, but... It would be nice to play the Archangel now as well and have it active, I mean to say. You could do Deadpool, Fastball. Oh yeah, but that puts the Carnage in the pool, right? We can't go mids, the problem. So there's something, you're gonna have to put something again in your pool that you maybe don't want here. If you go for Fastball Special, you could also just set up the Kid Omega, and then next turn you would basically play the Nimrod. In that case, though, it kind of sucks that you can't get the Nimrod down early, right? Kid Omega, Archangel, you bump the Nimrod here, send it. This resurrects another Nimrod that's really big, but you're not really that strong anywhere else, you know? This might still be a fastball special game. Fastball special adamantium infusion might still make more sense, but then your Kid Omega is kind of pointless, right? Like, what did your Kid Omega do in that case? Archangel. Oh, this is gonna trigger Archangel if Archangel doesn't die. He doesn't die. Kid Omega dies instead. So this is bringing back that marrow that we talked about, which is not really gonna be easy for us to kill, by the way, because we don't have a Venom that's. Well, is she big enough? Yeah, fastball special. Oh no, it's Kid Omega. He's in the pool too now. I forgot. Oh yeah. Well, shoot, that's kind of interesting, isn't it? He's worth a lot of points now, too. The problem is you don't really... I think you want to do it where you're winning left and... What is this going to hit? Yeah, it's going to hit... Yeah, this doesn't really feel very good to me still. Don't also like fastball social adamantium infusion. I don't know. Gambit just changes a lot of math anyway, so it's hard to say. Oh, Prodigy, Gambit. Okay. Anything except Kid Omega would be fine, actually. Yeah, that's okay. I think we're gonna be okay here, right? Yeah, we're going to at least 10 right. Actually, is that gonna be a tie then? We win tiebreaker. Oh no, I forgot we're getting 12 right because Kid Omega's gaining the points, of course. Yeah, this is fine. Okay. Weird little sideways game. Things went weird. Hilariously, all those marrow points ended up being wasted. That's cute. We could have forced Nimrod mid and right too, of course, but it seemed like this was risky. Okay, head pool is definitely fine. Kid Omega early is great. Carnage for 3, not actually really too game breaking. Like still playing both these on 6 would sort of be the idea. Oh, Vormir for our deck is like a free Sabretooth roll. I love it, dude. Yes, now we can just put Sabretooth mid, tick that up, and then still dump him left for a destroy later as needed, like Carnage or whatever on 4. Would love to find actually an X23 in the mix too. So Sabretooth mid, like we said, that's perfect. Currently, no Nimrod, so a big Carnage or something could actually be, or a big Venom would be the way to go right now for an Archangel or whatever. If we go left here and destroy the Sabretooth, we're at 3, which sets us up for the Kid Omega perfectly. Like we said, we could go, dude, bro, what? Baron Mordo? I was wondering if I was seeing that right. Like, what the heck? Hey, the Thing is actually not so bad necessarily for our deck. I can live with that. I think you do just go for a big Venom here, right? And destroy the big Venom. I think that's the right way to go. Is Wolverine better than Headpool in that case then? I guess so, yeah. So you go Venom here, destroy the Venom. Kid Omega gains 1,000,000 stats, and then you just res Adamantium Infusion, I think, and play a Sabretooth. Yeah, no Archangel Horseman of Death here, but if you do top deck it, I mean, I guess you have a Venom option there too. It's definitely smaller than Adamantium Infusion, but cheaper. That would currently be the only thing in the pool, though, so they wouldn't both work. You'd have to pick one or the other.
Enough said, bub.
Wolverine left is actually, I think, pretty okay. If Thing goes off and hits Wolverine, we're not even mad about that necessarily, right? Like, it's kind of a good thing. So Kid Omega, like we said, is huge. Nimrod, no lines there. I don't think there's any solving to be done here, really, right? I think it's just do you just fastball special again, by the way? Is that like excessive? Do you still hold right? I think so, right? This plays around like I don't know, Shang-Chi or some random weird thing. I don't know exactly what the opponent's cooking with. Maybe a weird Aurora disruption deck or something. I guess you do just fastball special, right? Dude, oh man, that would make Archangel so sick, by the way, but it's not the move. Yeah, this is gonna be fine, I think. We have a jillion points here because he's getting even bigger right off the Wolverine. They're gonna be super negative here.
Enough said, bub.
Wolverine even rolling left for assurance is great news. They're -11. Thing will also go off on the Wolverine, I guess, but that doesn't matter. Like we said, it's even if he doesn't go left, it's fine. Even if you lost left here, you would still win the other two as well after that Wolverine roll. So all good. Yeah, dude. Okay, good non-Archangel game here to know that and non-Nimrod game too. Actually, pretty cool to have play sort of without the two main cards the deck is built around. Like that's always a good sign when things still sort of work. Yeah, Kid Omega really strong still to this day, I think. Never actually been like as busted as I thought if you look at the numbers, but I don't know, maybe there was something there about the, you know, the whole controversy, and maybe the people just avoided the card and it never really got that pervasiveness that we expected. Who knows? Okay, Copycat is nothing. Archangel on earlier, maybe just load up the Wolverine, huh? Yeah, I think you load up Wolverine first. You don't need to play Archangel until later anyway. Theoretically turn 5, because turn 6 is too late. Like he misses his objective in order to re-destroy the Nimrods or whatever, so you really want him to hit on turn 5. Westview, no problem. Yeah, since we don't really have anything to destroy yet, we'll just do Archangel, right? That's fine. Need a guy, man. We need a guy right now. We just need a guy. We need a Carnage, a Venom, a Kid Omega. I'm sort of wondering, actually, you know, Zombie Captain Marvel would also be decent-ish, I guess. Yeah, maybe not perfect though, again, because Archangel might come in too late otherwise. Hey, Kid Omega plus, guess you go ahead and do a fastball special here, right? Just to get another destroy going a turn sooner. You're only going to be at 2 after the Nimrod though, so you're still a little ways off. If you get a Carnage, you can definitely go Adamantium Infusion plus Carnage on the final turn for the Nimrod that's been hit off Kid Omega, I guess.
Enough said.
Maverick is a better target, by the way, for that, but hopefully we don't regret sticking it out here for the Archangel. Copycat, kind of the most useless card, but oh, amazing work! The randomly generated Carnage eating the Maverick is beautiful. Okay, I'm happy about that. I guess you send the Nimrod away here. Puts you at 2 out of 4. Venom right would put you at 4 out of 4, but you're just resurrecting kind of a 12 power Nimrod. Nothing that crazy. That said, between the Nimrod and the Archangel bonus, like you do actually still have quite a few points right anyway. You know, I'll say this like isn't perfect by any means, but it's okay. That said, I don't think you... Venom left right now is really the only way to activate Archangel, which fills right anyway with a Nimrod, right? So you don't really get the bonus Nimrod. This hand kind of fell apart. I think my turn was just Adamantium Infusion left. I think the opponent identified, though, they can't win mid and they probably can't win right, because they assume the Archangel's bringing back, you know, 12, 11 points, whatever. So they're kind of right. But at the same time, I also don't really have a good play. It might actually be technically more correct to just play Adamantium Infusion right. Although I guess Venom left feels better. It might be less points. Adamantium Infusion mid just seems like overkill because a Surfer deck can't get here, you know? Like, I'm not worried about that. So you just kind of need to win mid and right, and there's no good way to activate Archangel. You can't play Venom mid, so... And the same problem with Nimrod exists anyway, so yeah, it might just be right to play Adamantium Infusion right to just really lock in right. It's probably the best play, as weird and bad as it is. Just 12 power Nimrod there. It was absorbing, man. It was absorbing, man. Absorbing.